All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know what it is. It is 7 a.m. on Tuesday, which means Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits is live on Facebook and YouTube. So, welcome to the place where we drink our coffee strong and we wear our lashes long. You are with Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits. And ladies, we are the Black Coffee. Sometimes our lips drip with honey, and sometimes we got grits, sass, class, and all that as. And we welcome you to our live video version of our show that we usually have on Clubhouse Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and Saturday mornings as well. Here in this space, we like to have meaningful conversation, hot coffee topics that center around women, but we always love the men, the cream in our coffee who join us in these convos as well. So please feel free to join us in the chat because we love interactive conversation. Now, remember, in our spaces, we're not telling you what to do. Most of the time, we try not to, but we're always telling you what we do. With that being said, remember that anything we're discussing here is a little entertainment, little information. So it's infotainment. So just sit back, join the ride, grab your coffee, grab your tea, whatever your breakfast is this morning, and let's get into it. Good morning. My name is Devi Maisha, and I am the Sensual Energy Alchemist. I am a teacher of sensual feminine embodiment and sacred sexuality for women who are ready to align with their unique sensual expression, their power, and their confidence so they can create more orgasmic lives in and out of the bedroom. Dr. Jamesia, it's yours.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Jamesia, the nurse practitioner extraordinaire. I'm also your intermittent fasting and mindset coach, YouTube influencer, speaker, author, all the things. And I'm 1/5 of Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits. Follow me on YouTube, y'all. Subscribe to my channel. Watch my vaginal dryness video, my 72-hour fasting video, all the things. I'm passing it to you, Carmel. The mic's yours.
Good morning. Good morning. I know there's like sun behind me, and I'm just trying to situate myself where the sun is not too distracting. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I'm Carmel Jean-Francois out of the New York City area, owner and founder of CFIT Coaching, working with women over 40 on their health, wellness, fitness, and nutrition goals. And so my goal is so that every woman that I work with loves what she sees when she looks in the mirror, both with or without clothing on, and so that she can feel fit, healthy, sexy, strong, empowered, and confident inside and out. So with that, yes, please check out my YouTube as well. I dropped a couple of things on there this weekend. I'm going to pass it to you, Shelly. Good morning.
Good morning, you guys. So I am Shelly A. Carter out of New Jersey, founder of Housing Ministry LLC. In that space, it is important for me to use my real estate banking and life insurance licenses to educate and empower. I'm on a mission to make home ownership attainable and sustainable, and to debunk any myths floating around about grassroots financial stability in our lives. And I pass the mic over to you, Jamika.
So, good morning, everyone. I am Jamika Anderson. I'm CEO and owner of Harmony and Power Institute, where I help women and children who lack confidence and clarity achieve harmony and power within themselves so that they can have the life that they desire. And today is lovely, terrific Tuesday, Trillionaire Tuesday. Thank God it's Tuesday. I don't know, whatever you want to
Taco
call it.
Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. Yes, girl. You know, I love my tacos. So, you guys, we are, all the five of us, are Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits. And you guys, we are so glad that you are here to join us in this lovely conversation. It's really just a sip and chat, y'all. And as y'all always know, I want to get into y'all business. So we're just going to start it off because usually on Mondays, Dr. J comes in and she's like, how was your weekend? And since we had an extra day, I know it has to be, you know, even better, juicy. So my question currently for the ladies, tell me your business, honey. How was your weekend?
I think we're all only interested in one person's weekend.
Listen, I'm going to just say this. I'm tired, but no, I had a restful, I had a good weekend. It was actually pretty amazing. I got some rest. I watched a bunch of movies. Did a whole lot of nothing. I did nothing related to work at all, y'all. I had a
That's
great time.
amazing.
What'd you say?
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird, but I did it. I survived. Um, I went down to the beach. It rained the whole time, but it was so gorgeous. It was so beautiful. I'll send you guys some video. But man, it was a whole vibe. It was like I had a vacation in my city.
A
Um,
staycation. A vacation.
yes. Um, man, yeah, yeah, yeah. All that. That's all I got. It was. I'm rejuvenated.
I know. Do you know
Don't
the
I
little
look?
song that's
Don't I
playing in
look
my head?
glowy? What'd you
You,
say?
girl, don't let me get to talking about what you look like. But I'ma just say, you know what's the song, the Rain Down on Me song? Yeah, that
Rain down on me.
yeah,
That one. Okay.
yeah. I'ma just leave that there. I ain't even gonna touch it today. I'm just gonna say, touche.
Yeah, y'all. I did not. Here's a confession. I tried my intermittent fasting schedule this weekend.
Keyword tried.
I tried, y'all. Did not work. Did not work at all. It was like, it was like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're gonna eat. We gonna eat. So we ate.
Hey. Mm-hmm.
We ate. So that's my story. I had a great weekend.
We gotta need some chat later.
Yeah.
Right. Right. She said but we want all the business, but that's fine. We'll leave the details out because all people don't need to know all the details. But
No.
you know, what about y'all? Look, I ain't gonna point y'all out. Y'all know y'all supposed to just be jumping in, tag teaming the conversation. I'm just waiting to hear y'all business.
No, my week. I think I was more excited about Dr. J's weekend because my weekend was spent taking care of my mother and dealing with stuff that would make the conversation go, oh. So that it was stressful. It was stressful. It was it was a little bit of a rough weekend this weekend. So I'm just gonna leave it at that so we can keep the vibes, like yay. Because I cried and I don't want to cry on here. So
Don't cry. What was the funny moment? I want you to think about that. It always usually is at least one funny moment throughout the whole weekend. Maybe.
You know what, the funny moment, the yesterday was a lot of fun. I needed to hang out with my children yesterday after because I went to see my mother on Saturday and Sunday, and just in dealing with different issues and things that have been happening and going on with her health. And so Monday I went to see her, and it was like I need us to go out and do something. Like, the internet is down. Thank God for the hotspot on my phone right now. I was like, we need to go out. We need to go have some fun. So they met me. They saw her, hung out for a little bit. And then we went and got some food. It was that was great fun for us. My daughter had the experience of, she got her food and I saw her like looking at it. I was like, you don't like it? She's like, no, it's fine. Because that's how we grew up. She said, I'm like, are you sure? She's like, no, it's fine. I said, no. If you want to, we can take it back. I said, I learned from my friend Jamesia that we can take back the food. She was like, okay, yeah, I don't like it. So we got the waiter to come over, swapped it out for what her brothers had, which was really good. They took it back. They took it off the check. And I think that was good for her to see and to know, no, you don't just got to take the food, because it was nasty. I don't know what they thought was happening, but the cheese was like sauce. It was like slurpy, and it just wasn't good. So
good for her. Good for her. Good for you.
Yes, right. Thank you, Dr. Jamesia. So channeling that. So she got to have that experience. That was fun. And then we had a real great nerd out conversation about Marvel and characters and remake shows and all of that, because that's what we talk about. So that made my weekend go.
You know what, Maisha? I got to watch the Fast and Furious. It was pretty good.
But did you watch all the others?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Don't come for me.
She did.
Man, don't come for me. Let me tell you
It
so
was
much. Let me
good,
just
right? It was
say,
good because I
I
went to see
don't
them
know
at
movies, y'all. When I tell you, everybody around me was talking about all these movies, and I'm just sitting here like, I need to come. I need to, bone up on my movies, y'all. But whatever.
good. That movie was good.
Is somebody letting Shelly in?
Oh, I just saw her. Sorry. There you go.
Okay. Welcome back.
Hey, I don't know why my name says what it says because that's some. Anyway,
Maybe the app that's about you.
You got to
no,
choose the personality you coming on here with, Shelly.
no,
I'm on here with another personality one day. I'm gonna change my name altogether.
that must have been an way old. Anyway, well, I'm glad Dr. J got to do some fast and some furiousing.
I sure did.
It's so beautiful outside. The wind is blowing the trees. It's so lovely.
Didn't somebody else do some Fast and Furiousing though, Shelly?
Huh?
Huh?
Look, voice all raspy, huh?
Hot meat kettle.
No. So listen, I actually had about 1 o'clock this morning. I was online with one of my favorite social media personalities. I saw him, and I don't know why he was online. He had the nerve to ask me why I was online, but I was there chatting the Instagram live, and he said, "Come on up here and talk to me." And I said, "Well, I'm coming." And we were there.
Wait, who was it? Who is it?
He's a cowboy of real estate.
Oh, okay.
He's in Chicago. Experienced real grassroots, not one of these people. He's like, listen, he said, I was on the side of the road crying. I filed foreclosure. I filed bankruptcy. I went through it. I have no idea how my wife and I are still married. Like, I like that kind of conversation out of people. And he's like, hey, so if you go here, you can get a house for $100. If you go here, you can get this. Like, just regular.
You know what? No, you know what, Shelly? That you can get something for $100 or $1. That don't be like that's.
Well,
it's not that simple.
But that's what he was saying. He said it's not all that simple. But he's someone I like his media. I like his experience. And he said that we need to do something. And I said, yes, we do need to do something. Yes, we do. And it was a nice ending to the weekend. But now listen. I didn't have that much time with the spouse because we have a tenant moving in on the 1st. And when I tell you the guys are just doing the floors right now, no, it's not 8 o'clock yet. But at 8 o'clock, they're going to be working on the floors and, like late much. So, and then all of a sudden the investor's like, oh, I don't like the kitchen cabinets the way they are. I think we want to put handles on. So he's thinking he's all done. So long story short, he worked. But his birthday was on the 25th. My mother's birthday is on the 31st. So there was cake and barbecue chicken. And somehow or another, I got presents, and I love getting presents. So I got a whole new camera set, you guys. And I'm so sad because he said I was going to buy you a drone, but I figured I'd get you this too. And I said, no, need drone. He said, you've never mentioned a drone before. Like, I'm sorry, I need the drone. Go get me the drone. So he bought me this complete camera set, 3 lenses, Nikon camera, all, case. I don't know what to do with. Everything's still wrapped in the plastic because I'm clueless. And now I have to find a coach. So camera set, coach or class to learn how to use the damn thing. And he promised the drone, and I might accidentally order it if he doesn't remember to show up with it, so that I'm ready to have it for class. So yeah.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Even if I still like get the second or third one, whenever you get the second or third one, I accept gifts as well. I will tell you my address. I like all the things you just named.
Yeah, all the stuff is. the funny thing, I said, you guys, my back phone to God, and talking to Cowboy was on my list. And I told him when he brought it, because he's talking smack. I thought we were about to have an argument, and he came in. He said, "I got something on my back." I'm like, "Okay, we'll take it off." And he turned around. He said, "Take this off of me." And I said, "Okay, apparently you want to talk about this." So I take it off. He said, "Open it." And I'm like, "Why?" And I was literally just saying I needed a new camera so that I could be a good partner with all my real estate agents. And damn it, me and God and the universe, we right here.
Mhm.
Let that. Don't you buy that drone? That's me telling you.
Buy me one. Look, she can buy me one.
let that continue to unfold. You know.
And you know what, Maisha, that's kind of I appreciate you saying that, because it's kind of hard sometimes, when you're used to just doing, just kind of relaxing and letting it let people do what they say. Let people do what they say they're going to do, and sometimes it's not on your time, right? It's on their time, and we have to trust that they're going to do it.
Actually, as much as I'm talking trash, I'm not going to. One, cost too much money. That's an argument. It's not a $500 purchase. There's another number missing in front of the 5. But the real thing is that he was actually more excited to see me cry over him not getting the drone than he was to give me the camera. He knew I liked the camera. He knew that was going to excite me. He had no idea. I don't know why I didn't tell him. He was right. He said, I've never seen you gush over a drone before. I had no idea. So, like, okay, communication, that word.
Okay,
Right.
wait, Shelly, did I miss something? Did you get the camera and all that stuff, the whole setup, and then complain about not having a drone?
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't complain. I just
wanted it too.
I just cried because he gave me that. I saw this, but I got that because I knew I didn't think you were interested in that, and I was like, like, no, like, not only am I not interested in it, I'm hungry for it. When you guys are looking at social media and real estate, the drone footage of the flying images over the house, cruising the pool and cruising through the yard, and besides that, I can learn how to use the drone easier than using this damn camera. I got to go back to college to use a camera. Maurice, would you teach me how to use my camera, please? Uncle Maurice, I love you.
So bottom line is, you were so excited about getting that camera that this man went out there and got this thing for you that is just like he knew that.
We had a very nice weekend when I saw him. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. We had a nice weekend.
Well, look, I got 2 pair of shoes and a set of dishes.
Oh, and the dishes.
Yeah, I'll have to take a picture of the other shoes I got. And the dishes. So I'm good.
So it was a good weekend.
It was a good weekend. It was a gift-giving weekend.
Gift giving and gift getting, both.
Oh, what'd you get, Carmel?
Getting. I didn't give any gifts.
I was about to say, shoot, what'd you get, Carmel?
Oh, I didn't get anything.
Throwing some words.
Say again.
I said you were throwing some language, throwing some language in the mix, some words.
Carmel was out there watching one of her woman runner friends cross the finish line.
That's what I was trying to figure out. So it wasn't you; it was your friend.
No. I wasn't running. I don't even know the woman who came in first. I was just excited when that first female runner came in. It was a 4-mile race and it was like 25 minutes. It was some crazy number, fast. And so it was just exciting because I'm always like, yay, girls, yay, women. So that was Saturday. So I'm always participating in races. Rarely do I have an opportunity to watch the finishers. The first place, I just watched. The first place winner was a brother. He had locks. It was in a bun. He was hot, but he came in first, and it was beautiful to see. But that was Saturday. Sunday was Saturday. What did I do? Nothing crazy or special. But then I went to a barbecue on Sunday, and my sister's a new vegan as well. She's doing it more for health purposes. But we were like, there's not gonna be anything at this barbecue for us, and we were right. So we both went in with the salad. She went in with like a Greek style salad, and I went in with just fresh greens. I threw some tangerines in there, and I had the dressing on the side. When we walked in there, we just knew we were not going to be the popular people. We were just like, oh, here's the healthy girls, whatever. People were thanking us for bringing. We had the only greens on the table. Everything else was meats. Everything else was the burgers. And not that anything was wrong with that, and people were eating that. But people came up to us and said, oh my gosh, thank you for bringing that in. Thank you. I'm trying to eat healthier. And our dishes were actually quite popular. There was nothing left by the time that we left the place. And so, yeah, and people want, like, sometimes it's just the thought of it. I just want to look like I'm doing a little bit healthy, just the psyche, right? And so that was a highlight that I was not even anticipating. I thought we were going to go back with the same thing that we bought in. I thought that we were just going to be the only ones eating our own salads, but that wasn't the case. So that was good. And yesterday I just spent a lot of time. And I had a very, very humble weekend. So yesterday I spent a lot of time being self-reflective, doing things in the apartment. I cooked, but it was I got everything done this weekend. I got a little social time in. I got self-time in. I hung out with my sister and the dog, and I got a chance to walk around in my neighborhood park, and I cleaned up, and I continued my declutter project. It was a good weekend. Everything was included. So
tell me more about the decluttering. Are you donating? Are you throwing?
You know what? A big part of my declutter was a big part of why I was holding out for so long was because I feel like I got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't want to just throw it in one of those bins where it ends up in a landfill or whatever. So many of the things that I have, I've kept and I've hoarded because I'm like, I can probably get money for it or give it to somebody that would really appreciate it and use it.
Yeah.
So Shelly, a lot of it it's kind of like in boxes and bags. Like this, I could definitely sell. And this, I don't mind donating. And this is for somebody specific. So I've got lots of stuff happening. Why do you ask? What you got in mind?
No, just because of what you said, in my anticipation is that woman better not be throwing her stuff away. There are so many organizations that might love to get it and or Poshmark, but you don't have Poshmark time. You better get the value on that and donate it. Get your tax write-off and save your time. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know about those bins. I don't use them. But I literally just take my stuff to like Goodwill or like or a shelter or something like that. Like someplace where I know that they're gonna like resell it, and I know it's gonna get where it needs to get.
Yeah,
that's what I want to do.
Sell the bins. They ship stuff, or they say they're gonna do stuff. A lot of the stuff they pick through for themselves and never even gets into the shops. When you take it to Goodwill, you take it to the charity, it gets to the charity. But those bins are questionable.
Yeah, I know they're questionable. It's kind of like an alternative to just throwing them out in the garbage, and it makes me feel better that maybe somebody's gonna get it. The last time I went to put my clothes in a bin, there was it was at the local supermarket, and there were like 3 or 4 homeless people just sitting there right next to the bin, and it was chilly out, and there was one woman about my size, and I went to go put in the bin. She looked at me, she's like, excuse me, miss. She didn't speak any English, she spoke Spanish. She was like, can I have that bag? And I gave it to her. And I went into the supermarket, I came out, and as I was pulling out, I saw her putting on the clothes, and the look on her face, she was so happy. It warmed my heart for like a month. I was like, never again am I putting my clothes in the bin. I want to make sure it gets to people who need it, who want it. So I appreciate that suggestion, Aisha. Yeah. So that was the highlight.
Nice. So I won't talk too much, but Carmel, why does your life look like a movie? You just add a soundtrack and a scene, and we could throw you on Netflix. I'm tired.
Okay. Yes, please.
All right, wait, Jamika, are we getting in your business now?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your business?
So
Why are you looking off to the side like that? Who over there? Hello?
no one is here. My camera's over here. I'm so used to it being over here, and or maybe it's down here. I don't even know at this point because the camera is cameraing. So anyway, my weekend was me trying to relax and recharge. I pretended to clean because that's what I do. I think I messed up more than I cleaned. Like I pulled out so much stuff and now it's just out. You get what I'm saying? But the area where it was at is beautiful.
So you shifted. You just shifted some stuff from one area to the next.
I sure did pretend.
I'm a good shifter too. Yes.
I do that well as well.
But I did I threw some stuff out. Yeah, that's about it. I threw a little bit out and I'm still going through some stuff. I started taking clothes out and being like, oh, I'm going to take this to Goodwill or whatever else. I think I still got clothes in my car from last year that I said I was taking to Goodwill. So I don't even know. At this point, I'm just like, it can all go in the trash. No harm, no foul to anybody, but I don't have it in me. These things are not that close to me. It's a little drive. Not that I can't take the drive. I just don't want to. And I'm okay with it. So the trash can it is. But my trash can is right currently beside the road because yesterday was a holiday and I forgot that they don't pick up trash on a holiday. So hopefully they pick it up today so that I can start throwing more stuff out because I got to make space and I got to clear up stuff and get my house together so my life can be together. You know what I'm saying? Because of my belief system and how my mind is set up. And I'm going to change a couple of those beliefs, but how my mind is set up is that when your house is clean, things are able to flow in, you're able to be more in abundance. And I'm clearly living in abundance. It just needs to be organized. Yeah. So that's my business. That's all I got to give you guys. It was not all thrilling like it usually is. I really just needed to recharge. And that was kind of like the reason for the conversation today as well, because I want to know what helps you guys to recharge. That's really my topic. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Or you could say you could change recharge for relax or recover, whatever you want to do. Maisha, here you go. You ready to get into it?
No, it's just one of the things that helps me recharge is not happening. So.
Oh, pumpkin.
Well, that's why
we're having a fast and furious weekend, or a slow and steady weekend, or yeah. So meditation. Meditation. No.
Yeah, that sounds really relaxing.
Yeah, meditation keeps me safe.
I don't know if I've ever heard Maisha sound so sad. Maisha,
I know.
I want to give you a hug.
Look, it's there are. I think we all have things that really are battery power for us. And sex really is that for me. It really is. So it's I think it is for a lot of people, but it really is for me. So when it's not in my life, and at this point I can't just Like I can't just like, hey, you know what I mean? Like it's become
Right.
so like narrowed down, and it's really like it's great, but I'm just like, oh my God. I really do need to find other ways to like power up, you know, myself, because that does it. That does it. That does it.
I
Yeah.
gotta comment to it, but real quick, Maurice, because I saw the comment and I can't really type in the chat. I don't know why. But Maurice, if you send me the number, I'll call. But I don't know of those services here. In
You know that man ain't got no
Florida.
research.
Look, here in Florida, we used to have one that used to come and pick up certain things from the houses. They stopped doing it, or at least they only do it in December, I think is the new thing. I don't really know. And then I used to donate to Haiti, like some people used to come and pick up stuff and I give them a whole bunch of shit. Um, because I knew that it was going to people, like I knew the people, knew of the people, but I haven't really seen them. So, I don't know what's really happening. But outside of that, Maisha, my question was, so have you stopped exercising and all that good jazz too? Like has
No,
that
no.
not changed?
No, I still like, and it's so funny this morning. No, last night I was talking about on my, because I'm doing 100 days of lives, but I'm doing it on my Devi Maisha account because it's more like, because I want to keep Central Energy Alchemy like more business focused. So on my live, I was like, I need to be more consistent because I do stuff, but I want to get more consistent with it. But no, I do body, like I have to do stuff with my body. Like I have to. Otherwise, if I'm still too long, it's not good. I don't think it's good for anybody mentally, really. It's just that I happen to really know this. So I have to move or dance or something. Even when I'm sitting here, like I'm rolling my hips while I'm sitting here because I have to. I have to. So yeah, I do. I do. If I don't do straight up like exercise where I use my bands and all that, I'm going for a walk. Like I go for a walk almost every single day now that the weather is warmer. So that really helps because I have to move the energy. I have to move it. And
However, I think you got it
isn't
wrong
really
with
doing it anymore like it used to.
Mm.
It's like playing solitaire a lot. After a while, you really want to play like with somebody else, You don't want to play solitaire anymore. All right, y'all go ahead.
Poor Maisha.
touche.
I'm just saying, after a while, it's just like, okay, how many rows can I create by myself? Okay. How many cards can I put in different,
Oh my
I want somebody else to explore me too now. Okay. But I'm good. I'm not in a, I have those moments, but I'm not in a, like what was I saying last night? Like I miss the cuddles and the like those types of things, but I don't miss it enough to compromise or
Or
to
just
go
take
against.
anybody's cuddle.
Right.
No, exactly. Like I'm really happy alone. I'm really happy getting to know me. I'm really happy right now. I'm in a space where even though I'm doing some caregiving, I don't have someone that I have to really actually take care of. And I need this because I've never, like, this is the first time in my adult life that I don't have to do any of that. So I'm enjoying being the woman and discovering the woman I am. There are moments and times though where I'm just like, but yeah, not enough to have me like, let me get on a bunch of apps and let me go out and look for it. It's clearly I'm not that pressed. I'm not that stressed about it because I ain't out here looking for nobody. So solitaire it is. Sometimes I just get bored with solitaire, that's all.
I realized that, well, I think I always known it, but I realized that I energize more in solitude. I have to have some time to myself. Like I didn't this weekend, but I thought about it. I will put the phone in airplane mode and just be like, leave me alone. Um, and in I have to have, and I mean, I really want it to be solo for like probably the whole weekend. I think there's certain people that I will talk to during those times, but the energy it just has to be something different, right? Because I can't I can't deal with needy people while I'm in need. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And
Absolutely.
I think people take that wrong because like I got a couple of text messages that were like, "What did I do?" or "Why are you avoiding me?" or blah blah blah. And part of me was looking at these text messages like, "Damn, do do I sound like this to people? Like, do I do people like this?" Because I know most of the time, like if I might think it, but I don't, act on it or whatever. Like I'm like, damn, why they ain't respond to my text message? I say hello or something. Why they ain't respond to my text message? Da da da. And then like I internalize certain things, right? But then I really do real deal have a conversation with myself, like, girl, ain't nobody worried about you but you. Like, simmer down. And so this weekend, of course, with me like just trying to recoup, because like the first weekend in May I was with y'all, it was amazing. You get what I'm saying? The second weekend in May I was in Jamaica, I was with someone else, and it was a nice time, but it was like I'm with people, like I haven't had that time to just be to myself. You get what I'm saying? And I like people, don't get me twisted, but when you work with people all day and people are just pulling, pulling, pulling from you, and then of course by the time you get home, all you can do is just clock out, like you need something to help regenerate or revitalize, how you feel. And I feel like those evenings are only to revitalize you enough for the next day. You get what I'm saying? And just enough to push you to the next day. So like me not having, and then I think the third weekend, I think we had our event and doing the recordings and all of that stuff. So it's just busy and I love it, right? Well, it was productive, but I love it. But I also, like I said, the whole weekend I'm like, I really don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to look at nobody. Like I got mad because I got mad because I had to go to the grocery store and I was like, damn it. Like, and then I got mad again because I went to the store. I got most of the stuff that I needed. And then I was like, oh, I think I have this item at home. And I got home thinking like, oh yeah, we finna get into it. Cause y'all know I be on a little Instagram from time to time and they be making these recipes that look so delicious. That's why I gotta get me a shelf. My shelf is the first thing I'm getting when I get money. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But they was making all these little delicious stuff. I done went in the store, thought I got all the ingredients I need, got to the house. I was like, here we go with this shit again. It's like being in elementary again. We got cereal, no milk. We got peanut butter, no bread. Like, I'm like, why? Look, why? Why is this happening to me? But yeah, so I in all honesty, I just really spent some time to myself. I had a couple people who came around and was like, just checking on you, making sure you're okay. I'm like, I'm thoroughly okay. They're like, why are you sitting in the dark? I'm like, because it's now getting dark outside. Like the light, look, the light was the light from outside. Like y'all see all this light now because of course we're recording, but girl, ain't nobody got time to pay all these bills. I sit with nature. Look, when nature turns its lights off, then that's when I turn mine on. Outside of that, I can see. I got good eyes. Ain't nobody worried about nothing. But I digress, y'all. Listen. That's just how I get down. Just being to
Wait,
myself.
Jamaica, when you're taking your time, do you, because there's like this balance, right, between I need space and also everyone around me may not understand that. So to those closest to you, do you just send a message saying, "Hey, I'm taking some time. You're not going to hear from me for a little bit," or do you just ignore them?
It depends. It depends. Yeah, it depends. This is one of those times that I still was answering my phone. I was just selective in who I wanted to speak to, right?
Mhm.
And I mean no harm about it to anyone, But if I answered you on Saturday, I definitely wasn't answering you on Sunday. You get what I'm saying? Because even with me answering, I usually did say, hey, I'm just resting, right? Or I need time to rest, or blah, 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 blah. And if you keep writing me, I'm just looking at it, and it's no disrespect, but I can't energize myself trying to keep responding to anybody else. Like if I ask you, hey, what's up? What's going on? And then, if you respond, then great. So we can go ahead and take care of you. Because that's telling you I'm leaving that little bit of space to make sure that I hold space for you. But if you don't use that space properly, like I'm not. Look, I'm not gonna keep putting myself in that position. And I don't have to answer my phone. Like at the end of the day, I ain't gonna lie, I don't pay my phone bill. Only one person pay my phone bill, and even that person know the phone may or may not answer. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Saturday, I found out my phone wasn't even working correctly. I had people sending me text messages, and they was like, "Hey, I called you a couple times," and I was like, "Damn, I need to call T-Mobile." But right now, I really don't care, because if you got the phone not working, it must mean that I don't need to talk to nobody. So if it's co-signing on the foolishness that I got going on, I guess I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? Um, but if it's something bigger, like if I know, because y'all know I've gone silent for like 48 hours plus or something like that. If I'm truly going silent, incognito, whatever, I usually do send out a message to the main people who I talk to. Like, so in a group text, once before I sent y'all a thing and say, hey, I won't be responding for 48 hours. Or my sister, because, like she's usually the go-to. It's like most people will go to her, ask her, whatever else. So my sister would be that. Or my sister, my mom, because we got a little group chat, I might throw something in there. But I don't really talk to that many people. I really was sitting there thinking about it. I was like, I don't talk to any one person every day. Like there are some people I know who would be concerned, so I might shoot over a message to them. But I think y'all the only people I talk to probably almost every day.
Every day.
I'm just gonna say right now, did not have time to look at all them damn TikToks and Instagram reels that y'all was sending this weekend. I was like, what is happening? Carmel, don't even do it to yourself.
Don't try, Carmel. I tried. I was like,
do it.
It's too much. It gets a little overwhelming. I'm like,
And then Carmel was sending some, and I was like, what is happening right now? Not Carmel too.
She has entered the chat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, certain things you just can't keep to yourself.
But you know what, Jamika, to your point, as far as rejuvenating ourselves or whatever, I'm like that too. I have not tried the airplane mode, but I just won't. I just unplug. For me, I mean, it's just one of those things that I have to do. And I feel like even with, I talk to people, there are certain people I talk to every day. But even with them, sometimes I'm just like, you know what? I'm not answering their call. And I don't, and like, for Maisha to answer the question for me, I don't say I'm not answering your call. I just don't answer it. And sometimes I have to do that because some people, i.e. my kids and family, they don't care. They'll back to back to back to back to back to back. They don't care. They just keep calling, keep trying to get in, keep doing it. So I just don't answer. But I need that silence. I need time to read. I don't want a lot of stuff coming in. I don't want Instagram. I don't want TikTok. I don't want emails. I don't want I just want a book, some soft music, and just, I don't want anything.
Yep.
I don't, all that stimulation sometimes is just too much because I need to be on so much. I need to be on so much that when I need to just unplug, I need to unplug. And it's that abrupt. So.
That's too. And that's part of it too. Like it varies. The activities that I do when I do go silent can vary too, right? So sometimes there'll be moments where I'm journaling, or sometimes there'll be moments where I'm reading a book, or sometimes there'll be moments, where I'm like I just gotta dance. I gotta move. Like Maisha was saying, I just gotta move my body because the energy is just stagnated. You know what I'm saying? Like I just need something. Sometimes I'm doing absolutely nothing. I am becoming one with the couch. Namaste. Like I'm gonna stay right here. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. Me, the couch, and a sheet because I don't want no clothes on me. I don't want none of nothing. The only thing I'm doing is washing my ass and eating. That is it. Like
Mhm.
if it's not those two, this the two favorite things that I love to do. So if it's not those two things, I want no parts of it, you know? And then sometimes I'm just watching a movie or I'm getting upset because I can't find something that I want to watch, because everything's very dramatic these days. And I'm like, I need a little laughter, a little pick me up.
Mhm.
I was watching stuff Maisha told me to watch, and I'm sitting up here about to cry. I knew I was going to cry. That's why I waited to watch it. I was like,
What
"Dang."
was that? The Notebook? Something?
The
What did you
Auto,
say?
a man named Otto.
I watched
And
that
I knew it was
too.
gonna be. I knew the
I
whole time.
watched
I was
that
like, I bet you.
too.
I don't know that one.
What the
I
hell?
did
Well,
not
What is
I ain't
see
this?
gonna tell
Otto.
y'all the thing what I was gonna say, but I just sat there the whole time. I said I knew this was what this movie was gonna be about. I just knew it. And then as I'm
It was
watching it, I was
tragic.
like, he ain't gonna do it right. He ain't gonna do it
He couldn't get it right. I'm
right
like,
at all.
how in the world? But anyway,
But yeah, that's why I like the Spanish lady. When she
oh
was
yeah,
tackling
she
the
was
hospital.
everything. She was everything. Let's not spoiler alert for the people who haven't seen it, but
Yeah.
she was everything.
Yeah, hello. But no.
I'd be done told y'all the whole story playing around.
I
Look,
spoiler alerts don't bother me. I'm not that person. You could tell me the end. I'm still gonna watch the movie with my jaw open and enjoy myself.
but
Not some. It depends for me.
I wasn't. I watched it. That's all I needed of that. What was the other movie I recommended to y'all?
Love really or really
Love.
love.
Really love.
Yeah, that one I
Really,
was all
love?
in my feelings. I was just like, ugh, isn't this
That
how
one
life
is a
is?
good one. I had to take a time out. Oh wait, where'd you go? I had to take a time out from that one because it was getting on my nerves. It was felt like it had dipped in my diary.
That's
And
life.
it was life for sure. But
Eh,
I wanted more at the end and like, wait, what? And like you said, you don't want to spoil it for anybody else, so I won't say. But I wanted more. They can make that a series for all I'm concerned.
They
I'm gonna have
could.
to watch that. I hadn't heard of it.
It's sweet. It's really love.
It's really love. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mhm.
I just want to say, Jamaica, what you said about it's hard to deal with needy people when you need to.
Oh my
I
God.
had to write that down. I'm gonna remember that because, Hunty,
I mean, but it's true though.
it's
And
so
and and the thing about it is sometimes we get caught up in these situations where we're the ones who's always given to people and we want to try to stay in a place where we can continuously give to other individuals. And for some reason we keep pouring out and now we're in a place for me personally. I was in a place where I gave to everybody. And
Right.
it was unlimited. You get what I'm saying? And I wasn't holding on to anything for myself. And so now I'm in a place where like I can recognize like, no, bro, you're going broke. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going for broke at this point. If you do anything else for anybody else, you you can't come back from it. And so it's sad to be that close to being detrimental, but it's good to have the awareness. Not
mm.
that you get what I'm saying? Not that I
No, I
would
do. I do. I get it.
not that I would be horribly bad off, but I know that at this point I gotta make space and time for me. Like all the things that I could give to anybody else, I gotta give it to me first. And then once I
But
get to
that's
a
where
place
it
of
comes from.
overflow,
That's where the flow, the shareable content, the shareable resources come from you giving them to yourself first, giving
right.
yourself time. You want to give somebody time, you gotta have time. You want to give somebody peace, you have to have peace.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, they're calling you for peace of mind and you don't have any. How's that supposed to work?
Right.
Right.
What do you
So
do to unplug and to recharge, Shelley?
right now it has been a lot of quiet time, and this is going to sound crazy. My task right now, the way I've been unplugging has been plugging in. I have been in such a caregiver, mom, housewife role, and when I don't get stuff done, I get frustrated. So I have a black and white. I have do nothing, go take a nap, go leap into the bed and like say, you know what, you guys, I need a timeout, and go take my time out. And I tell Siri, set a timer for 25 minutes, and I literally turn off, or I just go in and I go get something done. That's why I was up last night and I'm sounding groggy. I'm pushing myself a little bit to get my goals accomplished. But then there's a piece that Jamaica's talking about. This weekend's conversation, and I'm not afraid to bring it up, was, we'll be the bigger person. And it was, but why? And no, I'm just going to be me. If I didn't start a conversation, why do I need to go start a conversation about a conversation I didn't start? Like, no, just let everything be silent. I find peace and power into being silent and letting things go. And I have people in my life who like to keep things going. They like to keep a conversation going for reasons that I can't explain. And I can lean into the answer of your question and say, ultimately, it is just letting it go. It is done. It is over. Whatever it is, the moment has passed. And I've said this to you guys before. I will see you at the next wedding and funeral. We're not talking. I have people who think I'm not talking to them. That's just not the case. I just see we don't share energies and our vibe. We're not vibrating at the same level. So I'm just taking space for me because that's what I need. I need to manage the energy around me. I don't want to hear you talk about all the time. I don't want to hear you laying into the same painful conversation. Like, okay, didn't we have this conversation the last 6 times we spoke?
Right.
So it, I'm just retreating from it and focusing. Every time I get something accomplished, it just makes me feel better. Being able to look, and I wind up being the one who's teaching people how to get stuff done. I helped 2 people start really good businesses this year. That makes me feel good. And I'm saying, okay, Shell, you've got all these resources. And every time I get something lined up, like today, I'm set up to just go. And when we're done today, I'm going to have a killer productive day today. I don't have time to talk to you over nonsense. We could talk about the weather, the kids, pizza, and politics, but someone droning in my head complaining about a life that's not broken, we're not grateful sometimes. And I'm in a gratitude space. I'm in an accomplish, reach my goals space, or just lay on the beach with a margarita. One of my goals is just to get on the boat. Hey, Maisha, you have trouble? Okay. I have a goal to just get to the beach and get out on the boat. That's what I'm trying to do. So and if that's not where you are, then I love you. I'll catch you later. I don't know if that sounds mean or whatever else, but if your feet are stuck or cemented for some people where they are, I'll see you when I get back. I'm not going to stand here with you.
Right.
And
What about you, Carmel?
So how do I recharge? I feel like I give myself a really good amount of time in the mornings. I wake up early, I journal, I go out for my run, I exercise, and all of which I'm doing on my own terms. Like that's my sacred time in my mornings. And thank goodness I don't have people vying for my attention, right? There's really nobody else around me. And so my work hours between between 9 to 4, I try to end my workday at 4 o'clock. Um, Everything goes work, a little bit of social media, definitely Black Coffee, Honey and Grits. You know, my cousins call. Whatever happens, happens. I allow all of that. But after 4 o'clock, it's no more work. You know, that drops off the list. And then, you know, it's my sister, and it's if I decide to do some type of social media, anything on social media until I go to bed. Like after a certain hour, people know, don't even try calling Carmel after 8 p.m. Don't even try it. My phone cuts off. I set it so that calls don't even come through after like 8:15. And people who know me know. So if they need, if my friends need to catch me, they've got to get on that phone before 8:15 hits, because other than that, Carmel's not getting the phone calls. And I've really shut it down, and I feel like I give myself that time. Do I always completely feel recharged? No. Sometimes it takes that 3-day weekend for me to just spread everything that I do in those 3 days and just come out like, I'm ready to start my week, right? So that's me.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
It sounds awesome. I want to know how to turn the phone off. I got to look into that.
But you got to be committed to it, Shelly, because it sounds like Shelly's just there. Like somebody comes knocking, Shelly's like,
no,
you were online at 2 o'clock in the morning.
That was for me. Okay. That was for me. I've told everybody, listen, the kitchen is closed by 9. No more orders. And, you know, because I live in a world where people used to ask me for a full restaurant order, like with specificity, you know, like that crazy coffee shop order, you know, 11, 12 o'clock at night, you expected me to cook. No, we don't do that anymore. You know, kitchen closes at 9. You have those last minute orders. That is it. That's what I'm saying. I put when he asked me,
Jamaica, mute.
He said, "What are you doing up?" And I said, "I had to put all the people to bed, and now it's me time." So that was my time. That was my quiet. The best, most productive times for me are early or late. So either before everyone is up, that 5 to 7 window, 4 to 7, which I'm not a 4. I can get up at 5 sometimes, or after 10, like 10 to 12 or 10 to 2, I can get a lot of stuff done. And that's why I said, when you start talking about what are we doing to take care of ourselves, giving myself my time, that time to just do what I want to do. And sometimes I'm just there and I veg out. I drink in other people's content. So whatever it is, you know, I am doing it. But do you have an iPhone or is it an Android?
I do have an iPhone, and I don't know where to find it, to be quite honest with you. I'm sure you can find a YouTube or whatever on it, but I did it so long ago that it's just, my phone. Yeah, it's just how it is. My phone, I don't get any notifications, calls don't come through, but for emergency, people that I know, my sister knows that you call twice, it'll go through.
Well, Carmel, you got to call 3 times and then it'll go through. Back to back.
Back to back. Yep, it's got to be back to back.
But after that, just a regular notification, because our notifications are real close, Carmel. So after that notification, it's a wrap. Can't nobody reach me. I don't hear nothing. I'm like, yeah, I need that time.
Yeah. I can't be bothered.
Do not disturb too. Like I use my do not disturb, and it goes on at like 9 or 10. I think 9, if I'm not mistaken, until like 8 o'clock in the morning. But I also had to set it because before I was a notary, right? And so I was always, you know, like I was 24 hours, but initially I started off, I was 24 hours. And then I was like, yep, no, this 24-hour thing ain't gonna work for me. Like, let me change my hours. But then I don't even know what was happening. It was like I changed my hours and then I got more phone calls. And I was like, no, ma'am, not at all. So I had to do that. And then I have it where like if you're my favorites, because you know, like you can star people. Of course, I got an Android, so mine's a little bit different. But I can star people and they're in my favorites, which is usually like my mom, my sister, my dad, you know, a couple other people. But if they call twice, kind of like what Carmel was saying, then it'll let them through. But if not, if you don't call twice back to back, then that's it. Like I don't hear anything unless I'm looking at my phone when you're calling, or you know whatever else, or
Right.
it'll be there as a missed call later. But look, I ain't got it in me. After a certain hour, it's like no, you'll be all right.
Yeah, you'll be okay. And people who usually have the tendency to call people late just to chat and shoot the breeze, once they know that you are not available, they tend to find whoever else it is that they need to find to just chat them up. So I make sure
Mhm.
like those hours for me are sacred. Don't bother me, please.
I agree. I do. I agree. So people, it's mommy time. I'm here, but I'm turning this camera off because I got to get ready for school.
All right. Well, Jamaica, sounds like, are we wrapping up? Wrapping up for
Yeah,
today?
we can wrap it up. Look, we can wrap it up. Y'all can close it out. You know, y'all's on might sound a little better than mine because you know I'm in the car
You sound pretty
transition.
good though.
Yeah, you do.
Y'all just saying that because y'all want me to talk. Look,
Yeah, we love
um,
it when you talk.
good night. All right, so I mean that's it. Honestly, the conversation has been great. I really did want to just know, you know, about your weekend, of course, as always. But because y'all been ghosting, look, y'all been ghosts in our chats. But also want to know how you relax and recharge because it's important. Um, before we close it all the way out, one of the things that I want to make known is that it's good for people to figure out how they recharge for themselves, um, because sometimes we do a lot of things, and there are things that'll help you recharge in a matter of minutes. There are things that'll help you recharge in a matter of seconds, and then there are things that you need to do that's like a whole weekend like me. Um, you know, sometimes I know like if I just need a real quick something, I'll listen to music. Music helps me kind of recharge a little bit faster. Um, you know, find the right one because sometimes certain songs can put you in a mood that you don't need to be in. That's why they got the audio to the soundtrack to the movies. You know what I'm saying? Um, and shout out to Maurice because Maurice told us in the chat, if I don't know if you guys seen it, he was like, if you want more of the artwork, he named the artist. And I of course can't text and read and drive and all that other stuff. But if you guys look in the chat, really love or love really or whatever the movie was that we were watching, that was really amazing movie. He was naming out the artists that are there. So if you're
Mhm.
into artwork, because I know I definitely I like it and I'm about to get back into it. And that's something that helps me relax is going to a museum and checking out artwork and admiring the history and stuff about different things. So, you know, I'm big on his I'm a big nerd when I want to be. But again, just throwing it out there for those who are listening. Figure out what helps you to relax, what helps you to maintain who you are, because sometimes you have to apply those things a little bit quicker than you may assume depending on what's going on in your day. We have to remain cognizant and in charge of our own feelings and emotions and allow the emotions to happen, but allow yourself to understand what you need to do in order to take time for yourself. So, you guys, we have been here. All of us, you can find us on YouTube. If you haven't already, please. Maisha usually put the link up. The link ain't up, but just Google us, baby. Google Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits. We pop up. Look, we in here. We in here, we out here. But Google us. You guys will be on uh Clubhouse tomorrow at 7 a.m. Wednesday through Friday, 7 a.m. and Mondays, and then of course Saturdays at 11 a.m. So check us out. I don't know if any of you guys want to do your closing or not. That's up to you. Did y'all want to do outros or y'all just want me to exit out?
I'll do mine.
Okay.
You guys for being here. Thanks for watching. We love that you're coming on the platform. Thank you, Ear Hustler, Dayton, Nina, Mary Kim, you guys, I see you guys in the chat. And, I think Ear Hustler said something like it's sometimes people just can't give you what you give them. And I think that's a gem also. We just got to recognize, what we need and make sure that we're actually taking care of ourselves, because it is our responsibility, not somebody else's. So I'm Dr. Jamesia, the nurse practitioner extraordinaire. I'm also your intermittent fasting and mindset coach. That is so funny to me right now because there was no intermittent fasting happening this weekend. But anyway, check me out on YouTube. Look at my 72-hour fasting video. Also look at my vaginal dryness video. Subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 5,000. I'm right at 46 plus. So I'm hoping that you will subscribe. So I am also 1/5 of Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits. And I hope you see us here on Clubhouse on tomorrow. Carmel, the mic's yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm Carmel. Glad that you're here as well. We're definitely trying to build this thing out on Facebook as well, just a different platform to give other people options and so that we can be available to a wider reach. So with that said, I am Carmel, owner and founder of CFIT Coaching, working with women over 40 on their health and wellness goals so that they love what they see when they look in the mirror, feel healthy, sexy, and strong inside and out. Definitely check my YouTube channel out as well. Comment, like, subscribe, share, all the things. I would definitely appreciate your support over there. And I'm going to pass it over to you, Shelly. I yield.
Sure. And you guys, I am Shelly A. Carter out of New Jersey, founder of Housing Ministry LLC, on my mission to educate and inform and use my real estate banking and life insurance licenses. We are helping you find, fund, and protect the future of your dreams through real estate. And that is my jam, and that is what I do. And Maisha is not here. She is our Devi Maisha, sensual energy alchemist, helping us tune into our bodies and our sacred sexuality, and just pulling out the best of ourselves, and being more open to every kind of orgasm there is on the planet. And that is it. Jamaica?
And if you guys have not checked out Maisha, she's doing 100 days live on Instagram. And I would definitely suggest that you follow her and you check those videos out. I know she was posting some stuff on TikTok as well. And honey, she's getting into this root chakra. And if y'all don't know nothing about the root chakra, that's the very bottom basic starter area for you and your energy, and dealing with your traumas, dealing with your childhood, dealing with all the good things. That is where you start. And when I first met her, I was like, oh, I know she's gonna be, in my mind, I was like, I know she seems like an amazing root chakra teacher. And although that was not where she was starting, she is definitely tapping into that. I see some amazing things coming from her in the near future. So listen, y'all tap in so y'all can be the first to say y'all was here first. When I say amazing content is coming, amazing content is coming. But again, I am Jamaica Anderson. I'm CEO and owner of Harmony and Power Institute, where I help women and children who lack confidence and clarity achieve harmony and power within themselves so that they can create the life that they desire. Make sure you guys look out for me as well. I'm going to have a class that will be starting this June. How exciting. Y'all better get ready. So you might not be ready just yet, but you got to get ready. Baby, this class has been percolating. My classes, it's been evolving, and I'm so excited for what's to come. Like I told y'all, a lot of great new content, a lot of work has gone into it, and it's just shifting as I shift as an individual and become more whole to myself, and embodying, because that's the biggest thing, the embodiment. I embody everything that I speak about. Matter of fact, I don't speak about it until I'm putting it into action and have been utilizing it. So I think that's what this group, that's what sets us apart with a lot of what we talk about, is that we definitely speak from our own truths and our own accomplishments, awareness, all this great stuff. But you guys, we love y'all. We are out so that we can be the working women that we are. I don't plan on working long, but Same thing. All right, y'all. Bye. Have a great day.
Bye. Thanks for
Bye.
listening.
Bye.